Hey, what is up, guys? It's Death from Death is Easy Gaming, bringing you with a little bit of a talk about kind of the ranking system in Overwatch and why I think it's not good. I think that's the nicest way of putting it, and I want to quickly touch up on one other thing, but that one will go quickly. The ranking system in this new Overwatch, this mobile game ass UI. Sorry, don't mean to hate on it, but it's a fucking mobile game. I will not be surprised by next year we have Overwatch Mobile. Anyway, the ranking system works as thus. You do your 10 placements. It tries to predict you a rank based on some fucking set of numbers, whether it be damage or healing or your role. But I mainly play DPS, of course. You're the DPS guy. Yes, I am. Screw you. I played a lot of COD. I play a lot of DPS. You don't like it. I'm sorry. Shut up. Anyway, I play a lot of DPS. So the way it looks is thus. You win, you lose. You go on a losing trend, you start losing progressively more rank. All this. Consolation is you weren't favored to win. You know how many times I have queued in a comp match and taken consolation? Because never once have I ever been favored to win. But anyway. One thing I will say that needs to happen is they need to work on this ranked system in the sense of you got so many different types of modes now. Why are we not giving some way for certain players who are just casually playing ranked, maybe to learn how the ranked players play, to have some way of climbing that ladder to learn how the ranked players play? And what I mean by that is a rank protected mode. So you have your role queue, and then you have like a role queue protected mode. Then you have 6v6 open queue and an open queue protected mode. Meaning if you lose, you don't lose rank, so you shouldn't feel bad from a casual standpoint as you climb that ladder to learn how more competitive players play. Now you will be playing players in this mode. But if you're loading into this, it is basically a way of keeping the casual to see what maybe a diamond team is going to play like, so you get that chance, because eventually you're going to get into a losing streak to where you are going to be you can be playing the best games of your life and lose, and just go from like silver 5 down to bronze 5 like that. That's not fun. That's not engaging. That makes you want to hop off the game. It makes you want to uninstall the game. It makes you not want to touch the game. Now, what I will say about the rank protected mode is I wouldn't be able to drop below silver 5, but I can have my rank progress go back down to 0. So I'm stuck in silver 5 until I get out. I say that's pretty fair. I'm stuck in that rank until I get out, because eventually you're going to find the sweet spot where you're like, oh, you were silver, you were silver 5, but all of a sudden you started playing with, differently, and you started getting, good team. I shouldn't have to get lucky in a sense, and I guess you can fire back, well, why not 5 stack? Why the fuck would I 5 stack? That means I've got a lot of friends who work, who have families. They don't have the time to constantly be in this game 5 stacking at 12 in the morning just so we can rank up from silver to diamond. Blood Boy is a big fan of Stadium. Is a huge fan of Stadium. I am not the biggest fan of Stadium. I don't like Stadium. I don't think Stadium's fun. I don't enjoy Stadium. I think Stadium needs to go away. But hey, y'all have your opinion. And that's not true because Stadium's not actually that bad. Stadium's actually pretty dang cool. If you want to have that quick little fun, Stadium's pretty cool. So forgive me, Stadium players. I've just had a lot of bad experiences with Stadium. Um, I've had a lot of bad experiences with Stadium. But anyway, not the point. The point is that, without this rank protected mode, you have a lot of players scared to play ranked because the amount of times I have been falsely reported for throwing, even though I have had top DPS on my team, most elims, while our tank mitigated no damage, our healers did no healing, yet I somehow, as Soldier, have 16,000 damage and 9,000 healing. That has happened. I wish I had a screenshot to prove it, but I've done 16,000 damage and 9,000 healing as Soldier, and I was called out for throwing when our other DPS had not even done 4,000 damage. This was a bronze 4 lobby that this happened in, by the way. That is the level of just the fuck is going on type of thing. That is why I jump into competitive and I strictly play for the points. That's all I do. I play for the points. I don't care about winning. I don't care if I have a complete loss record all season long. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't. It will not. I don't care. But give the players who are a little bit apprehensive a reason to jump into competitive. Get them a taste of competitive. Maybe do the rank protected, because now all of a sudden you're going to notice a lot of people who play unranked are going to jump in here to that rank protected mode because they want to climb up to a certain rank. Now there are some little questions that have to be asked. Well, Death, at the end of every season, they give a competitive bonus based on where you placed. Not in rank protected. You only get the points for playing and winning those games. You don't get points for losing. You only get points for winning. You do not get the points for playing the 30 games or the 15 games if you're in competitive stadium. You don't get that. You get 10 points for winning. That's it. You want to go from bronze to silver, bronze 5. So you do bronze 5, you need to win 5 games. Bronze 4, you need to win 5 games. Bronze 3, 10 games. Bronze 2, 10 more games. Bronze 1, you have to win 15 games to get from bronze 1 to silver 5. Now you got to start winning more. You get up into diamond, you got to win 50 games to go from diamond 5 to diamond 4. And a loss, it means nothing, but eventually you're going to get to that point where you are winning games, but you're also losing games at the same time. You're getting this even like, oh, I won this game. Damn, I lost this game. Ooh, we brought this game back. Ooh, we won another game. Oh, we lost the next 2 games. You start getting into that rhythm, and then diamond, all of a sudden, it if you could think about it, you're going to eventually get to that point where you're in diamond 5 and you're not ranking up as fast as you were when you were blowing through bronze, silver, gold, platinum into diamond. Well, now you realize, I'm not as bad as I thought I was. When I played Overwatch 1, I played it on console. For full transparency, I would love to play Overwatch 2 on console because I've always been a console boy. Don't have a console to play it on. Sad, playing it on PC. I was, at one point in my life, for a very, very short time, a top 500. It felt great. I was a top 500 tracer, and it felt amazing. I have not been out of bronze since. Maybe it's because I'm out of practice, because I haven't played comp. From that point, I had not played comp for several years. Maybe it's just because I didn't like what Blizzard was doing with competitive. I don't know. But whatever the case may be, I think there needs to be a way for people who either getting back into comp or just starting out, a place where they can go to get a feel for comp, get a feel how it's going to play, get a feel for the types of players. That way you can be like, oh man, I'm diamond in here. Well, now I want to see if I can get to diamond in roll queue. Well, now I want to see if I can get to diamond in open queue. Now I want to see if I can get to, top 500. Because let's be honest, you're going to get to a point where the game's going to be like, all right, bud. So in this rank protect mode, the max you can go is Diamond 1. You don't give them a top 500. You give them Diamond 1. Diamond 1 is the highest you can go. Flat. Well, you're either going to make it to Diamond 1 or you're not. Because at the end of every season, you go back. 2. So if you were in Silver 1 at the end of that season, you now have to go back to Silver 5 and battle your way back up. You were in Diamond 1, you're now back in Diamond 5, and you have to reestablish your dominance. This is going to give players that freedom to go, shit, I know what I'm doing. I know these lobbies. I know silver lobbies. I've played enough of them. I know silver lobbies. In my opinion. Now, a lot of people will disagree, but then again, somebody who has not played Overwatch in many years and who is probably going to get roasted by everyone on the internet, fully expected. I feel a way for the casual to get a feel for comp and the returning player to reacquaint themselves with comp. I don't think it's a bad idea. I don't. Next thing I want to talk about. And I have been saying this since this game came out. Since it dropped. Why the fuck did you take away my original level? Why did we get rid of that system? I worked hard to get to the level I was at. Now, granted, I was 18 working a full-time job somehow. I was level 273. I was not level 353. I am more angry that you made it to where I was able to level up more and faster than when I actually had to grind it out. Why? Let me tell you why. That right there. I miss the old loot box system. None of this loot box, epic loot box, legendary loot box. This system needs to come back for the regular loot box. Get rid of this. Bring back the regular leveling system with the regular loot box. Leveling up a hero to a certain milestone gives you a legendary or an epic. You want a legendary? Your ass gotta buy it or you gotta get lucky. Plus, all open boxes will be auto-opened at the end of the season. Get rid of it. No one wants it. It ruins the idea of the loot box opening, which was a lot of content creators' biggest things on their channels. They would do massive loot box openings. They would farm loot boxes and open them just to see what they could get. I don't like this system. I don't like it. It pretty much has just made me go, you know what? I get a loot box. I get a regular loot box every time I get a hero to level 5. Every time I get a hero to level 5, I get a regular loot box. So what's stopping me from just taking my time, going and getting every hero to level 5? And then look, after level 5, you get all these credits showered upon you, and then at level 25, you get another one. At level 30, you get another one. 35, you get another one. 40, you get another one. 45, you get another one. 50, you get another one. So you just got loot boxes coming. Why the fuck am I going to go into the sweatiest lobbies when I can just go do this, this, and this, and just casually do it? Explain. Why would I go, well, it's slower. So? I play grindy games. That is literally my life. I play Borderlands, super grindy game to get perfect drops. I used to grind Destiny for thousands of hours for that perfect PvE role weapon that I never got, or that exotic that I always wanted, or that, mission item, or that red border. I grinded for hours. There used to be streams on this channel that were 12, 13 hours long of me running the same mission over and over and over and over, just trying to farm red border weapons. Learning how to run the entire mission solo just for a red border weapon. Just to farm the red borders. Yeah. Trust me, the time it's going to take me to get these loot boxes, you know, I literally do the same thing. I put in music and I just go. So, hopefully this little rant about competitive and the loot box system, hopefully it will solicit some kind of change. Give players a reason to come into this. Don't make them scared. Because the amount of times, like, I don't know if I've said it already, but the amount of times I've been falsely accused of throwing when I've been trying my absolute best. I mean, even in Overwatch 1 on PC, playing nothing but Cassidy, I somehow still managed to get gold. How the fuck can I not get out of bronze? That's all I'm saying. How the fuck do I have to battle my heart out to get out of bronze?